Alright, guys, so, yes, if you guys watch Comic Pop, they just celebrated their 500th episode of Back Issues, and they did celebrate an event I really enjoy, 52. And I kind of thought, wouldn't it be fun if there was a cartoon version of 52? So, yeah, that kind of festered in my brain all day, and now, well, here we are. So, 52. For those who don't know what 52 is, 52 was the Aftermath series after Infinite Crisis. Basically what it was that it was Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are off the table, and now the rest of the minor heroes get to do stuff, like there's stories with Booster, trying to be a hero in Metropolis. There's also stuff with Steel, dealing with Lex Luthor. There's also like stuff out in space that goes on. There's a lot. There is a lot in 52. And then it immediately got killed by 52 Countdown. But we're not even going to talk about that. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's get started with the story. So what is this version of 52 like? So, yeah, what is the story of 52? This version of 52 is basically, what's it about is that it basically centers a year after a massive event where all the heroes battled a singular evil, and that evil was Unicron. Basically, Unicron arrived at Earth to try to devour it, but what happened was the heroes of the Earth united, and they won. They killed Unicron. Like, Unicron is dead, but there were some ramifications. For starters, Optimus died in the final battle. Optimus died, dealing the final blow to Unicron. Following that, Danny Phantom got depowered. He was basically he lost his abilities and is now just human again. Jenny, aka man, fucking cicadas. I don't know if the mic's gonna pick that up, but serious cicada stuff out there. But yeah, Jenny's body was Jenny Wakeman, XJ9, her body was so damaged from the battle with Unicron and Galvatron and the others, was that her body was transferred into a human clone of herself that Dr. Wakeman made, so now Jenny is, for all intents and purposes, human. But at the end of it all, heroes won. Like, the heroes won the day, but a lot of the big hitters, like the first series heroes, there's been a lot of shakeup. For starters, the Autobots have left Earth. They're returning to Cybertron because the war for Cybertron is over. The Decepticons have lost. Galvatron is gone, but Optimus is gone too, so the Autobots are leaving Earth to repair the damage to Cybertron. G.I. Joe has been effectively disbanded because Cobra threw in with Unicron, and it's believed Cobra was destroyed. Cobra Commander, quote-unquote, seemingly died, and the government was like, yeah, G.I. Joe's getting expensive, and you guys have completed your mission, you're all good. So, there's that. So a lot of the big pieces are off the table. Like, a lot of the big pieces are off the table now. But there's still a lot of work to be done. And this basically is a hodgepodge of what's going on in the next 52 weeks, like in the next year. So, let's talk about some of the stories that go on in here. Well, for starters, it turns out Cobra didn't go away. Cobra is not gone. Scarlet was very adamant when G.I. Joe got disbanded that she was like, look, Cobra's not gone. They're just hiding. And it turns out that, yes, Cobra isn't gone, and in fact, they're basically pulling a Hydra and infiltrating various government agencies as well as high-ranking government officials and blackmailing them. But Scarlet believes that, with G.I. Joe, even though G.I. Joe is disbanded, she can still work from the shadows. So Scarlet is putting together a new team of GI Joe. Some former members, but others are like new members she brought in, such as she brought in Leonardo, she brought in Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger. She's brought in like a lot of like a new team, like a strike force to take down this new Cobra. So that's the story with her, is that that Scarlet makes a new kind of almost like Secret Avenger version of GI Joe to take down Cobra. Meanwhile, while this is going on, you have another story where essentially what has happened is that Mojo Jojo several heroes were battling Mojo Jojo, and what happened was Mojo was dealing with cosmic energy and blasted several heroes away, and seemingly killed them all, when in reality he sent them away into space. And fortunately enough, it was space-themed heroes. You have you have Adam, the Black Ranger. You have Lapis. You have several other space heroes out doing that, and they're trying to get back home. But the thing of it is that there's something out there in the dark recesses of space, and what's in the darkness of space? That's Dark Spectre. And Dark Spectre was waiting for Unicron to be taken off the board so he can begin, because now, with the Rangers, scattered about, now Dark Spectre can start, ravaging the galaxy. And, Unicron isn't there to challenge him. So, yeah, the Space Hero team is kind of like an Annihilation-esque story, where it's them battling Dark Spectre and trying to find a way back home. Meanwhile, back on Earth, you have another thing going on, where basically Dipper alongside Penn, Sashi, and a come-out-of-retirement Snake Eyes have essentially discovered, and their team basically discovers that there is now a meta-human trafficking ring going on, and it's global. So they have to go out and find out who's behind it all, and it actually turns out that it actually has a connection to Cobra. It turns out that it is Cobra who is trying to make meta-human soldiers on the side, and they're actually working with Shadaloo, Bison's group. Bison also is in the middle of taking over Ostania, the European country from Spy X Family. So Bison is in the middle of taking over Ostania, and he's in the middle of gaining power through it. And Cammy, Chun-Li, and Guile are trying to infiltrate Ostania in order to keep him from gaining enough power. So there's that story. Then there's also the local heroes from Kid Cosmic, who are caught in the middle of a seeming alien invasion that is actually coming from they get caught up in an alien invasion by the Simians, the race of shape-shifting apes from Godzilla. So they're trying to have their own little secret invasion going out in New Mexico. Then you have Randy Cunningham, 9th grade ninja, who's trying to restart the Nosu clan. He's basically like, I've basically been living my entire life as a single ninja, and I think it's time that I restart this ninja clan. So he's trying to restart this clan with Alia by his side, and however, and kind of ruffling some feathers with the Foot Clan, which Karai reveals that the Nosu clan was actually a group of traitors who broke off from the Foot Clan, and honor dictates the Foot Clan cannot allow the Nosu to be reformed. So Randy's under fire with that. Also, the Arashi Kage are not cool with it, because the Arashi Kage don't like the idea of another ninja clan being formed. Like, they're already in competition with several other clans. So there's no way in hell they can't let another upstart one, let alone some white boy from America, make his own ninja clan. So Randy and Alia have to. So that's their story in 52. So yeah, it's just like a hodgepodge of various ideas, because that's what I really loved about 52, was that it was just a culmination of all these stories that somehow intersected with one another, and it was just a lot of fun. I really can't believe Dan Dido, or Dan Dickhead, really hated this comic and made 52 Countdown and proceeded to shit all over this beautiful event. But yeah, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this version of 52? Do you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. And yeah, what other stories would you have in here with this version of 52? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.